To be honest, I sat right up in bed when I saw this news late last night, no kidding. The blue light from my phone screen made my face look pale. I stared at that line of text and read it 3 times. The US just dropped in other hammer. And this time, it's not just a warning. They stuffed 140 Chinese companies into that blacklist. Plus something called a denial presumption clause. Something we've never even seen before. Just threw it all on the table. The first image that popped into my head, the lights in SMIC's factories. Beijing, Southern, Northern, every brand. CH got named, like a roll call. Then Fujian Jinhua. Longjiang Lab. It's hard to describe. Like you're walking down a road and suddenly a wall gets slammed up in front of you, mortar still wet. This time, it's different. Before, they leave a crack, a little grace period. Not this time. The granularity is terrifying. From those INE companies linked to Huawei supply chain, all the way to research institutes, nothing slipped through. A friend of mine, who works at SMIC, posted a single period on his Moment TS last night. Just a period. No one dared to comment. Underneath, and the scope is insane. They're not just squeezing G1 link. It's the whole chain, EDA software, materials, equipment, wafer fabrication, all the way to ABM, that's high bandwidth memory, the cache in your phone or computer. Locked down tight. Like a river being blocked upstream, midstream, and downstream all at once, the real gut pun. CH is the denial presumption clause. Before, when you apply for a license, at least you had hope. Now, they're telling you straight up, don't bother. We're not approving it. And the US got Japan, South Korea, the Netherlands in on it too. Honestly, I haven't seen this kind of coordinated chokehold since the Cold War. But here's the twist. China's response this time is completely different. From before. In the past, it was protests, negotiation. Slowly looking for alternatives. Not now. The Ministry of Commerce just slammed the table. No more exports of key materials like gallium and germanium to the US. Yeah, a direct ban. You block my chips. I cut off your raw materials. This isn't kid stuff. It's real, hard retaliation. Then 4 major industry groups. The internet, semiconductors, automotive chips, and communications issued a rare joint statement urging everyone to be cautious when buying American chips. Think about it. These 4 groups usually do their own thing. For them to put out a joint statement, this is huge. I know a guy who works in automotive chip procurement. He was cursing in our group chat last night. He said their compan Y had always used Mobileye products, the Israeli compan Y owned by Intel. Now the order came down from the top. Within 12 months, switch everything to domestic chips. The Ministry of Industry and Information Technology is also making car companies do a chip self-audit, basically. Dig through every part of your supply chain to see what still depends on imports and replace it fast. His exact words, I've got 3 projects in chaos right now. But, weirdly, I'm not that panicked. Why not that panicked? Because some domestic products are actually ready to step up. Huawei's Ascend, Cambricon Siyun, these Computin chips are already running. And ABM chips from CXMT and YMTC, they're not quite at the global cutting edge yet. But they're good enough for emergency use. Like if your stove breaks in. You can't wait for an imported one, your neighbor lent DSU an induction cooker. The stir fry doesn't taste quite as good. But you still get a meal, I suddenly remember a phrase, the stronger the sanctions, the fiercer the breakthrough. I used to think, that was just cheerleading hype. But now, it really looks like it's being forced into reality. The US has pretty much run out of sanctions. Everything that could be blocked has been blocked. And on China's side, the shift is irreversible. Think about it, once an automaker switches to a domestic chip supply chain, would they ever switch back? No way. One change already wreaked havoc on them. And domestic chips keep improving. Orders come in. Companies get money to do R&D, and better products lead to more orders. That's a virtuous cycle. What's next? My guess, Chin. SA chip companies won't just survive. They might end up setting industry standards. Then it's not you block me. It's do I feel like bringing you along, writing this late at n. Alright, it's quiet outside. I remember watching the news as a kid and always hearing that phrase, Cortec. Ologies controlled by others. I didn't get it back then. Now I do. It's like a fishbone stuck in your throat. You can't rest until it's out, and that bone, we might just be about to pull it out ourselves. Think about it, someday, when we no longer have to watch Song Yan else's face to make chips, will we look back at that blacklist of 140 compound IES and see it as a badge of honor?